What up? What up? What up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I'm your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own, Dre Day. What's up? What's up? What's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I'm at about 733, 734 right now. Come on now, keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Also, hit that notification bell so that way once a video is uploaded to the tube, you will get a notification letting you know that your boy dropped. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. This video here, I so wanted to do this video last night. I so wanted to do this last night because I was on a high. I was on a high from watching WWE Evolution. I was on a high and I so wanted to record it, but I was so tired from work. Took a shower, enjoyed my fan, enjoyed that breeze, watched BMF and watched the Shy, and before you knew it, I was knocked out. So I said, I'm going to do this today. I got to do it today. And first off, man, let me just say this. I am so proud of all the women that was on that card. I am so proud of all of them, each and every one of them. Very much proud of them. Each match on that card, each match showed out. Like it wasn't a match that was a dud. Now, do I think there was some matches that I'm not gonna say they was star-studded or five-star matches. Of course, there was some that weren't 5-star matches, but for the most part, each match that was on that card was fantastic. Very fantastic. And it opened up with a bang. It opened up with the triple threat for the women's intercontinental title match with obviously the champ, Beckylynch, Bayley, and lyravalkyria. If you've seen the video prior, I basically gave my predictions on who I think was going to win. Again, for people that know me, they know how I am when it comes to Bayley. Did I want her to win? Absolutely, I wanted her to win. Did I think she was going to win? No, I did not think she was going to win. Something told me that Becky Lynch was going to walk out of this match as the champ, and I was not wrong. She definitely did, but I will say this again. All three women showed out. Each and every one of them. Like, if I wanted to say, if I wanted to put a grade on this match from a scale from 1 to 10, this was definitely an 8.5. Definitely an 8.5. The ending I didn't really like, but for the most part, like I said, I knew Becky was going to win. Bayley had her moments. Lyra had her moments. Becky had her moments. Obviously, all three of them have great chemistry together. Obviously, we know Bayley and Becky do all the way from the NXT days. And then you add in lyravalkyria. Ever since she's been in this feud with Becky Lynch and Bayley, she has improved. She has grown on me. Whether it was from promos to in-ring ability, she has shown up. She has showed up and she has showed out. I can't knock the opportunities that she's getting because she's capitalizing off of them. She's putting on star-studded matches. The 2 matches with Becky Lynch, star-studded. This triple threat match with Bayley, star-studded. I mean, listen, I'll give you a spoiler. I was just watching Raw before I started recording this. The 2 out of 3 falls with Bayley, star-studded. They have great chemistry together. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that they put on the star-studded match. But if you wanted to open up this event with a bang, they did that. They did that. They did that for sure. So again, salute to Bayley, salute to Becky Lynch, salute to lyravalkyria. I give that match 8.5. The next match that was on the card was the NXT Women's Championship with Jacy Jayne going up against Jordynne Grace. Again, I said it in the video, my last video. I don't really watch NXT like that. So watching this match, I was just watching just to watch. I didn't know I didn't know nothing about the storylines. I didn't know anything about the build-ups. I was just watching it just to watch. And both of them did good. Obviously, I knew it was going to be some interference because obviously, Jacy Jayne, she has her backup. She has Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nick on her, on her squad. So of course it was going to be an interference in some way, somehow. Jordynne Grace had backup though. Blake Monroe, for those of y'all that don't remember, she was in AEW a few months ago. I believe her last feud was with Toni Storm, and then after that feud, she left and then now came to WWE. She was supposed to basically be the backup for Jordynne Grace just in case there was some outside interference from the 2 girls that are with Jacy Jayne. She got involved, but it wasn't in favor of Jordynne Grace. She basically took the NXT women's belt, and when Jordynne Grace ran to the ropes, she basically hit her in the back with it, and Jacy Jayne basically put her finisher on Jordynne Grace and ended the match. I enjoyed the match. If I had to put a grade on it, I would give it a 7.5 to an 8. Dope chemistry between them. Again, in the previous video, I did say that I think Jacy Jayne was going to win. I didn't believe Jordynne Grace was going to win, even though she has had, since she's joined NXT, she has had a lot of opportunities to win the NXT Women's Championship, and she's come up empty-handed. I would say her and Jaidaparker right now are competing for all these opportunities for the NXT Women's Championship, and they're coming up empty-handed. But nonetheless, again, I would say that match was a 7.5 to an 8. So that's how I'm calling it. The next match was the Fatal 4-Way match. This match I was very much looking forward to. So you had the Judgment Day with Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez going up against the Kabuki Warriors, which is Asuka and Kairi Sane going up against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and then also going up against Sol Ruka and Zarya. So basically you had SmackDown, Raw, and NXT in this match. Star-studded match. All 4 teams had their moments. All 4 teams showed out. From this, I think right now Charlotte Flair is now a babyface. I remember there was a time when she was a heel, but I think now that she's partnered with Alexa Bliss, I think right now she's a babyface. I was, hearing some reports of some interviews that she's done in recent weeks. where she was saying that how she wanted to have a babyface run. So who knows? This might be the babyface run that she was looking for. Going into the match, I said that I believe either Judgment Day retains or Charlotte or Alexa Bliss win the match. There was a time when I thought Judgment Day was probably going to lose, but they pulled it off. They pulled it off. I'm eager to see what's going to happen when Liv come back. I'm very much interested to see how that dynamic is going to play out, because when she comes back, is Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez still going to be tag champs? Because I'm eager to see how this is going to play out. We don't know how long Liv is out. Like, it's just reports on how long she's out. We don't really know the exact amount of time that she's out, but I'm very much interested to see how that's going to play out, especially if they're still the tag champs. I'm very much interested in seeing how that plays out. But yes, all 4 teams did amazing. Sol Ruka is talented. That finisher that she do off the top rope, that's kind of like a RKO diamond cutter type shit. That shit is insane. Like, the timing for that gotta be seriously on point. Seriously on point. Because it's not like she's doing it in the middle of the ring. Like, she's jumping off the top rope doing that shit. So, again, man, I was very much impressed with all 4 teams. So salute to all 8 women a part of that match, and salute to all 4 teams. If I gotta put a grade on that, I got to give that an 8.5. I got to give that match an 8.5. Yes, indeed. 8.5. All 4 teams showed out. Very impressive. Very impressive. Next match was for the WWE Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton against Trish Stratus. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. This match went better than what I expected. I initially thought that this match was probably going to be, well, I couldn't really call it a bathroom break because I was at work. Like, I basically watched this event on my phone while I was working. So I couldn't really call this a bathroom break match or a go clean my dishes match because I was at work. So I watched the whole card. I was very much impressed. Very much impressed. Trish showed that she can still hack it. She showed that she can still hack it in that ring. That's why she's heavily regarded as one of the greatest women's superstars of all time. Tiffany Stratton, again, like I said, again, and I hate to keep saying in the last video, but again, that was the most recent video. I knew Tiffany Stratton was going to win. Obviously, this match was to help build her stock up with the WWE Women's Championship. It was not like it wasn't Trish's. This was not a case to where Trish was going to was going to go over. This was more so to help Tiffany Stratton get another legend on her resume. She already got Charlotte on her resume. I mean, she went against Nia Jax a good 2-3 times. Now you add a legend, a Hall of Famer on her resume. Kudos to her. Kudos to her. Her and Trish did a great job. If I had to put a grade on this match, I say 7.5 to an 8. Yeah, I was very impressed. Basically, out of all the matches, this was the match that I wasn't really much looking forward to. I wasn't. Because again, like when you talk about predictable matches and predictable outcomes, this match right here was probably the only match where I kind of figured who was going to win. And I knew all along Tiffany Stratton was going to win. But again, they both did a great job. They both had amazing chemistry together, and that was dope. So salute to Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus. So again, if I had to put a grade on it, 7.5 to an 8. There we go. Next, we got the no holds barred match with Jade Cargill and Naomi. And then we literally found out on Friday that Biancabelair was returning and she was going to be the special guest referee. Now, once that was announced, I'm not going to lie to you. The rumors of her possibly turning heel, it all started hitting me again. I kept saying to myself, is this the time that Bianca is going to turn heel? Is this going to be the time? It didn't happen. I don't know what the holdup is. I don't know if they're waiting for SummerSlam. I'm not sure, but I thought this was going to be the moment where she turns heel. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But I would say this match kind of let me down. And when I get towards the end of my soliloquy with this, maybe then I'll give my reason for why I think it was a letdown. If I had to put a grade on it, I give it a 7, a solid 7, not even a 7, 7.5, a solid 7. First of all, I don't even think the match was long enough. Again, like I said, like there's still more to talk about when it pertains to one of the competitors in this match. So I'll dive into that a little later on. But yeah, this match for me, it was a 7. I mean, on paper, we was very much excited for it to see Naomi and Jade Cargill go again, but it was a letdown for me, honestly. It was definitely not one of those matches where it's like, oh, okay, I could watch this again. No, not that match. Like if I was to go on Peacock right now and watch Evolution over again, I think this match I'll probably be skipped. Like every other match I'll probably tune into, but this match, nah, I'm not jacking this match. But again, I think it was a method to the madness, and I'm gonna get into that in a few more minutes. Just bear with me. Next, it was the 20 Women Evolution Battle Royal. So basically, whoever won this match will get a women's title championship match at Clash in Paris. It started off, well, I'm not going to say it started off because it's not like your traditional Royal Rumble where you had two competitors going up against each other and then every minute somebody pops up. But they basically introduced all the superstars, all the women superstars. Nikki Bella came out first, then Chelsea Green, and then it just carried on after that. Going into this match, I knew and I predicted that Stephanievaquer was going to win, and that's exactly what happened. What I do love about this was the ending. You had somebody from Raw, you had somebody from SmackDown, and you had somebody from NXT in the final three. Stephanievaquer, who's a part of the Raw brand for the time being, because I think the WWE draft is coming. Nia Jax is a part of SmackDown, and Lash Legend is a part of NXT. So to have all three of them from separate brands in the final three was dope. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. I was pulling for my girl Jaidaparker, but I knew she wasn't gonna win. I thought she would have had a better outing, but I knew she wasn't gonna win. Like Stephanievaquer right now is hot like fish grease. And once this battle royal was announced, and once they said that she was in it, I knew she was gonna be the clear winner. I knew she was. I'm glad Nikki Bella didn't win. Listen, I respect the Bella's hustle, but I'm just sick and tired of how people keep trying to throw them in this conversation as if they was the focal points of the women's revolution. And I just call cap on that. They had a small part, but for people out there that's saying that they had a big part, no. There's plenty of reasons on why they got the run that they got. And I'll talk about that in another video sometime. But yeah, I was very much impressed with the Battle Royal. Obviously, we got to see Devil's Kiss twice. We got to see it on Chelsea Gray, and we got to see it on Lash Legend at the end. Basically, her and Lash Legend was basically hanging off the turn, like hanging on the edge of the ropes, hanging off the edge of the ring, and she put her in the Devil's Kiss, and then just gave her that little kick, and Lash Legend just hit the floor, and Stephanievaquer was declared the winner. Stephanie McMahon comes to the ring, congratulates her. Stephanievaquer gives her speech. She tried it in English, but for the most part, she spoke in Spanish. But her English was okay. It was okay. It was okay. I'm not gonna say it was great, but it was okay. Because again, like she said, English is not her first language. She said English is not her first language. Wrestling is her first language. But again, like I said, this is somebody who's hot like fish grease, right? And listen, I think we should start a petition that when she gets her title match at Clash in Paris, I believe Booker T should be a part of color commentary. We need to start a petition because, I mean, for me, the matches don't sound the same if she's in it without Booker T. I'm just being perfectly honest with you, and I'm quite sure there's plenty of people out there that agree with me. But again, I give the 20 women battle royal an 8. I give it an 8. I give it an 8. And then finally, we get the women's world championship match with Iyosky and Rhea Ripley. I said it. I knew it. I called it. I said that this was going to be the match of the night. I was so right about the match of the night, but this might be the match of the year. And we're only in July. We didn't even get to SummerSlam yet, but this might be match of the year. They put on a hell of a clinic. First of all, I'm not surprised because both of these women can perform. Both of these women can wrestle. So it's not like you had somebody in there that's going to get carried. No, both of these women pulled their weight. And listen, I'm going to just take it from Sheamus. Banger after banger after banger after banger. And this is what happens when these two women get in the ring together. Whether it was in the NXT days, whether it was on Raw, whether it was at WrestleMania in a triple threat match with Biancabelair, when Iyosky and Rhea Ripley is in that ring together, it is magic. It is magic. I was very much impressed. Round of applause to both of them. But then the unthinkable happened. Now, I'm not going to hold you. A part of me thought it was going to happen once the ref basically inadvertently got hit with an Iyosky kick. Because now there's no ref involved. So now I'm like, okay, is Naomi going to cash in? But then I'm saying to myself, nah, not really. She's going after Jade or Tiffany Stratton. That's what we all was thinking. And if you say that you wasn't, you're lying because we all thought that she was going after them. So, like, this match was in the ring, out the ring, towards the fans. Shit, Iyosky did a crossbody on Rhea Ripley when they was in the stands, and she was so high in the air when she did that shit. Like, you can tell that these two have the utmost respect for each other. The utmost respect for each other. And again, when it got back to the ring, And Rhea Ripley did the Spanish fly off the top rope, and they both was on that floor. Naomi's music hit. Now, mind you, I'm at work. I'm like, oh, let's go. Let's get it. But then I'm saying to myself, is this a tease? Is Rhea probably going to knock on her ass before the bell rings or whatever the case may be? But once that bell rung, because now that the bell has rung, the match is official. It's now a triple threat. So if she doesn't win, that means the cash-in was blown. But once that bell rung and she took that briefcase and she hit Io Sky with it, she came in the ring, grabbed Rhea Ripley, threw her to the turnbuckle, and she fell out the ring. And then she went and did her finisher on Io Sky. When that count went 1, 2, 3, I was at work losing my mind. Now, mind you, I'm literally almost getting ready to leave. And I couldn't go anywhere because I didn't want to miss nothing. I didn't want to be on the elevator and the service gets messed up. No, I had to stick around to watch that whole match. And off the scale. Fuck 10 out of 10. This match was off the scale. Now, I know a lot of people was out there that is upset because of the ending, because Naomi cashed in. But I love it. I love it because what it did was it kept Io Sky and Rhea Ripley strong. It kept them strong. Nobody took the hit, like nobody took the pin. I mean, granted, Io got pinned, but for the most part, it still made her strong. Like, she didn't lose to Rhea Ripley. She lost to Naomi due to a cash-in. So, and again, like I just watched Raw. So what happened, I expected. It's going to be a triple threat match at SummerSlam with Naomi, Io, and Rhea. But yes, 10 out of 10 off the scale. Classic match. Off the scale match of the year. So salute to them. Now, maybe that's why the match with Naomi and Jade Cargill was so lackluster. They had to save her for what was going to happen later on. That's just my assumption. She couldn't really, they couldn't really have that match go the distance because of what was going to happen later on. Who knows? That's just my opinion. But overall, if I had to grade the event overall, I give it an 8.5. This Evolution beat shit down the first one's leg. I honestly can't even remember the first one. I know Nikki Bella fought Ronda Rousey. I know Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch fought. I know Bayley and Sasha Banks and Natalya was in a 3-team tag. I think it was against Riot Squad, if I'm not mistaken. That's probably the only 3 matches on that card I remember. And I think the Mae Young final as well. But this Evolution here, listen, I know a lot. Listen, there was reports that the ticket sales were not good. And I posted it on my page last night. Quality over quantity. Okay? So even though they didn't sell out, it was still a star-studded event. Still was a star-studded event. So again, congratulations to all the ladies on this card. Y'all did an exceptional job. Y'all did an amazing job. So congrats to each and every one of y'all. Y'all definitely deserve your flowers. Definitely. But it's a wrap for this video. Thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Again, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel, Sportswear with Dre Day Podcast. Hit that notification bell so that way once a video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know that your boy has dropped something on the tube. All right. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, all that good stuff. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another video of Sportswear with Dre Day podcast. Catch you on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here. Peace.